Hey guys, this is Stefan here. How are you? I'm playing with my stash camera. Isn't this thing cute? In either case, the purpose of this video is kind of an advanced topic, and the advanced topic is about working with barn doors and projectors, and then making some custom projectors. I'm going to use barn doors as an example on here. So we're going to use my Avi here, and we're going to show you how I did some of the projector work. Let me jump out of Second Life for a second. I want to show you something here. This is a real barn door projector. It's from a friend's studio of mine, and we were off doing some fun shooting with a couple models on a Friday night a few months back, and I captured some of these pictures here. But in any case, the barn doors are effectively these little flaps that come in, and it creates a texture here. And I'm going to just use this texture as an example. So let's show you some of this texture in action. Here's my friend shooting with this thing on one of the models, and this is one of the other models, some of the shots that I had done. And you can see how you end up with a very crisp edge on this, and you also end up with the texture on it, and this is what we're going to go replicate. And I'm going to just jump you into Photoshop real quick and show you this. This is the final product of all of this. Notice I even tried to match her outfit a little bit here. But in either case, I've captured the one of the textures out of this thing, or another shot of this same barn door projector, and then loaded it into a texture that went into the projector, and then we have that. So let me show you how I did that. Oops. And let me back up a little bit here. What I ended up doing I should have taken all these out here. I ended up just taking a picture of the texture itself here, and so there's the barn door on this thing. And I want to clean up this texture a little bit, so I knocked some of that out, and then did some brushing real quick, smoothed out the brushing, went into CS5 and did a fill layer and got rid of some of that stuff, and then smoothed it out a little bit more. And life's good. And I wanted the color to be black and white on this thing, because I can always adjust the color of the projector in LUMIPro itself. So I just got rid of the saturation on it. And then played with some various brightnesses on it. And you'll see I've loaded actually several of these into Second Life. So let's go take a look at these things here. And by the way, here's this projector running on here right now. Let me go in and darken the room a little bit. Oops, I want demo actually. Okay, and you can see kind of what we get with projecting that same barn door that I captured from the real life shot that I had done. So I'm going to walk you through how to do that, and we'll go from there. Thanks. Using my alt to help do all this thing here. So let me brighten the world again. Let's go to midday here to see this thing here. So here's the projector here. Actually, I'm just going to de-res this thing, and we will res a new projector to just walk you through this thing here. So the projector, you can click on either the back of the projector, or you can click on this little mystery button here. There are 9 bulbs that you can have, and it lists out what I've got as default settings for these bulbs. You can actually edit these things, and one of the things that I went well out of my way on doing was making sure that this thing was editable. So if I hit edit on the projector here, what you're going to see is the gobo is transparent right now, and that's what's in front here. And the projector is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little prim. And so, for example, if I say edit linked, and then I select this prim here, what you need to do is not look at the texture of the prim, you need to look at the features of the prim. Actually, then you got to turn the light on. And what you can see is there's the projector is of the little spotlight here, so it the tight spotlight. So then I can go now and select bulb 2 here, and bulb 2 turns on, and you can see there now the spotlight is on here. It's projecting that color. Well, you can actually edit these things. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to take my barn door prim or texture that I had created from the real one, and then I imported it into Second Life here. And so what we're going to do is just go into edit, and then we'll say edit linked, and I'm picking the second of the 9 little textures. Again, it starts counting top left and works down to the bottom right. Go, light is on, turn this on, and now I can select the texture here, and I'm just going to say barn door 1, and you can see what it did here. Oops, that I selected it. Select, hit OK, and then if I pull out, you'll see that projector is being projected on there. Let me give you another example of one that we can do here. So, a really good friend of mine, made a texture that's quite cool, in fact, and it's just some. Come on, resing. There it is. So she just went into Photoshop with a calligraphy font and wrote some words down on here. And we're going to go in now to this projector here, and then I'm going to use the third prim on this. So I'm going to say edit link, third prim, features. Actually, until you turn the light on, it's not going to do anything. Select it, and then I've got this texture called words. Select, hit OK, good. And I'm going to go into the environmental editor and darken the room up. I've just got one that I shoot a lot, and I just call demo. And what you can see now is those words are painted on here. Actually, both of them are showing. I got to click it off there. So now we've got this painted on here. So what's really cool about this thing is it actually paints across her body, where you really see that. I wish these people would let me record here. So if I go to bulb, you can actually hit rotation, and I can actually just start rotating this thing here. And that is darn cool. Notice how it paints across her body when we're doing this. So there you go. That's how this work is done. So let me go back to midday so you can see what's going on here. And I'm now going to take this projector and, oops, where'd the projector go? Oops, I hit it, that's why. I'm going to take this projector, and we're going to edit a gobo. So the gobo is a little bit easier to work with, and I'm going to, all you got to do is select the gobo, and what you'll do is you'll see the contents, and you'll see the listed textures that are normally in there, the ones that I originally came up with. And I created a version of the barn door as a gobo. And if you look at the barn door gobo, it's actually transparent. So you can see the transparency up in here, and there's a little bit less transparency. And so then I can just drag the barn door into the list of gobos that exist. And you can see barn door is now one of the textures in the gobo. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to select the bulb as the flood, and then I'm going to select the gobo, and now barn door gobo is on the list here, and poof, it comes up. Give it a second to res here. It's resing slowly here. Well, you guys get the idea. One of the things you can also do on the gobo is if you notice there's a little bleed of light on the outside, and if that's a problem, you can just go to edit link and then just size this gobo up. There you go, up and down. And then as usual, you guys can go back in and pull it out, etc. So now that you've created this gobo, it would be really nice to have it around, or this projector that's custom to you, to keep it around. So you can just call it custom projector. And then you can take a copy of it. And now in your inventory, you have a custom projector. And there it is right there. So now let's say I'm going to de-res this thing, and you're in another shoot later on. You want to do it. All you need to do is just take the projector and res it on the ground. And poof, it moves into the right spot. And so, for example, I can go back to bulb 3. And turn that on, and for fun I can also put the gobo of the barn door that I had put on there, and we can have the gobo and the barn door. I can put my gobo into rotation, and I can go back and take my bulb and also throw it into rotation, and now they're both going in opposite clockwise directions here. And you're off to the races. And then we can come back in and move the position of the barn door, pull it out, etc. Hide the lights, and we're off shooting. So, and as I said before, we can get this level of detail within this thing. Very cool. Hope this was helpful, guys. Always around for questions.